Hello and welcome to another video on Revsportz. And today our topic is the SWOT analysis of the Indian team. Obviously, India are gearing up for the upcoming Women's T20 World Cup. And before that, they have the all-important England series. And we all know the squad has been announced, the 15-member squad. So before analyzing the strength, the weakness, opportunities, and obviously the threats, let's read out the team first. So obviously Harmanpreet Kaur, the captain, Smriti Mandhana, the vice captain, Shefali Verma, Jemima Rodriguez, Bharti Fulmali, Dipti Sharma, Richa Ghosh, wicketkeeper, in Fitzgerald, Yastika Bhatia, another backup wicketkeeper for you, Nandini Sharma, possible debut and maiden call-up, Arundhati Reddy, Renuka Singh Thakur, Kranti Gaur, Shriyanka Patil and Radha Yadav, a comeback. So Trishadi, first let's discuss the strength of this team. Do you think the batting again, the strength of this team, a settled batting unit?
Absolutely, a settled and experienced batting unit. That I think would be one of the biggest strengths, especially if you look at the top order, Shefali Verma, Smriti Mandhana. You will bank on them, and especially Shefali. We have clearly seen in T20s when she gives you a brisk start, you are already a little ahead of the game. That's a role for sure. But this is where I feel that Smriti has to play that longish innings. You cannot expect Shefali to balance both at the same time. It becomes a little difficult to balance going after the bowlers as well as playing that longish innings, which is where I feel Smriti needs to cut her shots a little more. Towards the beginning of the innings, she'll get enough. Look, she's a very talented batter. She's a talented batter. She doesn't need to manufacture shots. She can just play the ball on its merits and she'll find enough runs. So that top order will be extremely important. Jemima needs to be consistent, has to stop sweeping.
At number 3, you have to be consistent.
Otherwise, see, if she plays the way she played in South Africa, every single team, the moment Jemima comes out, will bring a left-arm spinner and she'll play that sweep shot and India will lose back-to-back wickets, which has been a problem with India. And then you have the experienced Harmanpreet Kaur, captain. T20 is her format. I mean, there are people who are going to, slam me for this, but the truth is, this is her format. The only one of the formats where she has been very good, but again, her problem throughout her career has been consistency. Then number 5, Richa, another important player. I think Shefali and Richa in their roles could be game-defining ones. And the supporting cast has to be Smriti, Jemmy, Harry. That's it.
Yes. So absolutely, the settled batting unit is the biggest strength for this Indian team, but they have to do well because what we saw.
And all of them have played in England.
Yes, all of them have played in England enough cricket. Even few of them also played in 100 also. So that experience is also there. But what we saw in South Africa, I think it's now very evident that they need to click together. Otherwise, it will be very, very difficult. But Trishadi, what about the weakness? We know the the finishing, the pace bowling is a factor. I think the finishing to the innings has been one area.
Let's first, kind of make a list of the weaknesses.
Yes.
One will be pace bowling.
Yes.
The untimely injury to Amanjot and Kashvi is going to be very costly because I won't say pace bowling. I would actually say the pace bowling all-rounder is a huge problem.
Especially in England.
Yes. Not only in England. Had this happened. Look, if you look at how India's matches went in the World Cup 2025, again for people who are going to write that, the format is different, we are aware of it. But Amanjot Kaur played a very significant role, sometimes with the ball, sometimes with the bat,
and
sometimes
she can be
with
floater
the
also.
catch.
Yes.
Amanjot is a brilliant fielder. Kashvi is a very good fielder, but Amanjot is absolutely a brilliant fielder and one of the good catches. I mean, of course, under pressure, Amanjot has taken some very significant catches. Bowling also. She is a significant factor. And thirdly, batting. Amanjot is injured. Kashvi is injured. And now Nandini comes in. Look, Nandini in the future might become an all-rounder. But currently, she's a death-over bowler mostly. So that becomes a bit of a... For me, that's a bit of a problem. Weakness area. Number 2 weakness area, yes, finishing. You have Richa. Who after Richa? Again, the Amanjot Kashvi factor come in. The balance is really disturbed. Whether look, with Deepti, it's very
Yes.
interesting. Deepti rises to the occasion.
Yeah.
So you never know, with all the talk about her form and her not being a T20 batter, maybe when time comes, she'll show her class. The other factor, are we going to count that as threat? Are we going to count that as weakness? I don't know. But of course, the fielding, it's a huge factor, and it's a scary factor.
Yes, and it has been for a long time now. But what about the opportunities for someone like Nandini Sharma? It's a big opportunity. I think for Radha Yadav
Yes.
making a comeback after a long time. So that's a huge opportunity for her also.
I think it's an opportunity for all 4-5 of
Yes.
them, be it
Yastika.
Shafali, be it Yastika, be it Radha. And I know people will say, how many more opportunities will it be for Shafali? But I think this is where, Shafali can completely seal the India berth. She is still a little here and there with her consistency. You don't have a backup opener who can replace Shafali. But somewhere you have to stop that talk completely. That, look, I don't even need a backup. I can score on a consistent basis something like a 35, 40. That's what you need. A quick fire 35, 40 from Shafali, and you are set with the other batters. Opportunity, yes. Opportunity, I think it's a big opportunity for someone like Yastika, Radha, Nandini.
Even I will say Kranti.
Kranti, yes. Time for Kranti to... Because see, eventually Renuka, the way her injury concerns is going, the way her workload management is being looked after, I don't think she'll be playing all 3 formats. Of course, Test we barely play, but I don't think she'll be playing both the formats. You might look at her playing just the ODIs after this. Or you might, I don't know, there could be a surprise call as well, the way things are going.
Yes. But and Tushari, I think Bharati also. I think if given chances, but it's very
But
hard
maybe
for
she'll play.
hard for her to get a place in the playing 11. Okay, so the last point is now the threat. I think you mentioned the fielding has been a threat for us, but overall
There are
how do you
other
say?
threats like Shabnim Ismail who are coming back and becoming
Oh
threats for us.
yes,
You know what is our biggest threat? Our biggest threat is us.
yeah,
Not us, not Snehasis.
the team,
The team, yeah. They are their own threat.
yeah,
They will play the worst of shots. The shot selection at times have been so poor that you have wondered what happened to the experience, what happened to the class, because you can't say that the top 5 batter of yours is not class. They are class. But the kind of shots they play are howlers nonetheless. The catches dropped. Absolutely unexpected. So yes, fielding and inconsistency batting performance wise, I think will be the biggest threats for India.
yes, and absolutely, and that is why the importance of the England series. We all are looking forward that how good they prepare for the World Cup through that series, because in that series if they do well, that will give them a huge boost.
I forgot to add one more point in threats: the English conditions.
Oh yes,
Because I do feel, Snehasis, the way England has been performing. Also, I spoke to Sathira, who is going to be one of the umpires. And she has been talking to people in England. People doesn't mean like England citizens. She has been talking to umpires and all about the conditions. Likely, more batting friendly conditions. Having said that, there will still be a bit of swing because of the overcast conditions. There will be movement, and something that is our strength, there won't be a lot of spin.
yes. Even last time when we won the series, the T20 series in 2025, it was our spinners who did well. So let's see how they do, because
And
obviously
Charlotte
spinners will
Edwards and the team will remember that. It's not like they don't remember
be- Oh
it.
yes, I think they will remember everything because it's
Yeah, the way Charlotte Edwards and team is preparing, they're gonna prepare pitches for war.
yes, obviously, the army training and everything. Okay, so this is it for now. So this is a SWOT analysis of India, and we'll definitely come up with different teams, SWOT analysis of different teams. So please keep an eye on Revsportz, and please keep following, and please like, share, and subscribe the channels. Thank you.